Welcome to this special PUB-101 quiz, all about the Tour de France. From record-breaking riders to surprising trivia, like why the yellow jersey is yellow. Every question takes you deeper into this iconic event. You'll face 4 tempting options each time. Only one is right. And remember, this quiz gets tougher as you race ahead. Can you make it to the finish line? Let's begin. What color jersey does the King of the Mountains wear in the Tour? The polka dot jersey goes to the best climber, the rider who scores most points in the mountains. Who claimed victory in the 2024 edition of the Tour de France? Tadej Pogačar won his 3rd Tour in 2024 after earlier wins in 2020 and 2021. Where does the 2025 Tour de France start? In 2025, the Tour departs from Lille, a return to northern France for the Grand Départ. Which rider has managed to win all 3 Grand Tours in the same year? No rider has ever won the Tour, Giro and Vuelta, in a single season, not even the legends. How many stages does the modern Tour de France usually contain? The modern Tour consists of 21 stages, including mountain, flat, and time trials. Which rider has won more Tour de France stages than anyone else? Mark Cavendish broke Eddy Merckx's record in 2024 with his 35th stage win, making him the all-time leader in Tour stage victories. Who holds the record for the most podium finishes in the Tour without ever winning? Raymond Poulidor stood on the Tour podium 8 times without ever winning. Zoetemelk and Ulrich both finished second, often but did win. Fignon won twice. Which rider spent the most time in the famous yellow jersey? Eddy Merckx spent 96 days in yellow, the most of any rider in Tour history. Which rider launched a famous attack in 2001 with just one look over his shoulder? Lance Armstrong faked fatigue, looked back, then attacked, creating the legendary look on l'Alpe d'Huez. How long is the typical total distance of a modern Tour de France? The modern Tour covers around 3,300 kilometers on average. The shortest was about 2,400 kilometers in 1904, the longest over 5,700 kilometers in 1926. Until the 1980s, every Tour winner was European. Who broke the trend? American Greg LeMond was the first non-European to win the Tour in 1986. Phil Anderson was the first to wear yellow but never won. Ulrich was German, and Herrera never won. 12. What's the story behind the Tour's famous yellow jersey? The yellow jersey matched the bright yellow pages of L'Auto, a French sports newspaper that helped launch the Tour in 1903. Who made headlines in 2006 with a comeback and a positive drug test? Floyd Landis won in 2006, but was stripped of his title for doping. Rasmussen, Armstrong, and Basso had scandals, but not that year. 14. When did a French rider last win the yellow jersey overall? Bernard Hinault won in 1985. He remains the last French winner. Fignon, Virenque, and Pinot never won after that. Belgium dominated the early years. But as of 2025, who was their last Tour winner? Lucien van Impe won in 1976, the last Belgian to win. Merckx won earlier. What is the highest elevation finish ever used in the Tour? The Col du Galibier hosts the highest finish line in Tour history, reaching over 2,600 meters, higher than Mont Ventoux or Col d'Izoard. 17. Which rider won the Tour at just 19 years old, a record that still stands? Henry Cornet won the 1904 Tour at just 19. Still the youngest winner in history. 18. Which Tour winner was stripped of his 2010 title due to a doping case? Alberto Contador won in 2010, but was stripped of his title in 2012 for a positive test. Landis, Armstrong, and Rasmussen lost titles in other years. Which rider is best known for aggressive riding and winning the most combativity awards? Thomas Voeckler's attacking style made him a fan favorite and earned him the most combativity prizes. 20. Back in 1903, who took the very first Tour title? Maurice Guerin won the inaugural Tour in 903, riding over 2,400 kilometers in just 6 stages.